Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something deeply personal. We are essentially decoding a metaphorical journey, the pursuit of our dreams, and the search for life's true meaning. We're going to break down the profound educational lessons of self-discovery that are actually hidden right there within our deepest ambitions. So let's just jump right in. Let me hit you with a pretty heavy question right out of the gate. What is your true dream? And are you actually chasing it? According to the source material we're looking at today, every single one of us has a dream nestled deep inside. And here's the real kicker. That dream isn't just some fleeting random thought. It is literally the very thing that gives your life its true purpose. The text makes it clear, if you aren't chasing it, you're just existing, You're not truly living.
And that brings us to part 1, the spark of your dream.
Now, we usually think of a dream as merely imagination, right? Like just fantasy or daydreaming while you're staring out a window. But the text completely redefines that word. A dream is the forward-driving energy that gives direction to life. It's this active, vital force. Imagine a traveler standing in the middle of a vast, sweeping desert. Without a point of reference, they're completely lost. The dream acts as that shining, brilliant star in the distant night sky. It doesn't magically teleport you to the finish line, obviously, but it absolutely provides certainty of direction when you feel completely lost. It's basically the fuel in the engine. So once we actually have that guiding star, what happens next? Let's move to part 2, taking the first steps.
Every grand adventure, no matter how epic it seems, relies on 3 foundational steps. First, you have the vision, actually seeing that star. Second, the first step, which, let's be real, is often the most hesitant, terrifying move you'll ever make. And third, leaving the comfort zone. Just paint a picture in your mind of a young person finally leaving the safety and warmth of their childhood village to step out into this vast, entirely unknown world. That is exactly what chasing a dream requires. It's an educational lesson in courage. You simply cannot discover new oceans unless you have the guts to lose sight of the shore.
But of course, the open ocean, or the vast desert, well, it's rarely calm. Which brings us to part 3, obstacles as life's lessons.
It's the classic clash, isn't it? What we expect versus what we actually get. We expect a smooth, easy journey, just a straight, simple line from point A to point B. But the stark reality? It involves desert storms, fear, crippling doubt, and straight-up failure. And it's absolutely crucial to understand that these hardships are inevitable. In our source material, these aren't just random acts of bad luck. They are profound educational lessons of self-discovery. When a fierce desert storm hits our traveler, it forces them to dig deep, to anchor down, and push through the blinding sand. Failure and fear, they are the universe's ultimate classroom. They are specifically designed to strip away all our superficial layers and make us remarkably stronger.
When the dust finally settles, we are left in the quiet. This leads us to part 4, trusting your inner voice. Picture our traveler having just survived this massive storm, searching for answers under a breathtakingly quiet, starry night sky. When the journey gets impossibly hard, we constantly look outward, don't we? We want someone to just tell us what to do. But the text makes a crucial point here. The voice that guides you is not outside, but within you. Confidence and faith are your true guides. In times of deep, dark doubt, the truest guidance doesn't come from a map or some mentor. It's an internal compass, fueled entirely by your own self-confidence and faith. It's basically a masterclass in self-trust. Which finally brings us to the ultimate realization of this entire pursuit in part 5, the treasure of self-transformation. This right here is the core curriculum of self-discovery. By walking into the desert, you face your deepest fears. By pushing through the storms, you discover your true strength. And as a direct result, you transform from within. This is the greatest educational lesson of the hero's journey. The person who arrives at the destination is fundamentally not the same person who left the village. The process of overcoming the desert literally rewires your spiritual and mental DNA. You don't just achieve a goal, you evolve. And that leads to the single most powerful breakthrough from our source material today. The true treasure is not outside, it is the transformation within you. The gold, the success, all those external validations we crave, they are just byproducts. The real treasure you were seeking when you set out toward that shining star, it was actually buried inside of you all along. The journey was simply the necessary tool you needed to finally unearth it. So we arrive at this kind of wild, provocative final thought. The pursuit of the dream, with all its obstacles, is the real destination. Think about that for a second. The journey itself, living joyfully, fiercely, and fearlessly in the face of the totally unknown, that is the ultimate reward.
So I'm going to ask you again, looking at everything we've uncovered today about self-discovery, what is your true dream? And armed with this new perspective, are you finally ready to chase it?
If this explainer sparked a fire in you today and helped you uncover some incredible lessons of self-discovery from the text, please subscribe, like, and share my channel with someone who really needs to hear this message right now. It is absolutely huge for us and helps us keep bringing these transformative insights directly to you. Thank you so much for hanging out and learning with me today, and I will see you in the next explainer. Keep chasing those dreams.